Ho, 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 and good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today's just kind of a little update on the winter storm that we're going to get, and we'll have a look at that in a little bit. I'll show you outside here, and we'll have a little chat about Christmas times and years ago, I suppose. Just a quick little story. All right, I'll get you switched around here. So, not too bad out yet. Well, it wasn't bad all day, really, but anyway, that little bit of snow you see there came down overnight, and so now we're just waiting for the big whammy. Yeah, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. I'll do a little bit of a story here. Years ago, at Christmas time, when I was a kid, there would probably be a fair amount of snow on the ground. And my father worked at the city of Charlottetown. And his job was, he was a heavy equipment mechanic, and he also drove the machinery for winter snow clearing and whatever duties there were for the summer. But I can remember him watching him driving a bulldozer, pushing the garbage over into a pit. That's what they used to do here at one time. They'd dig a pit, and then they would take all the garbage from the city, and they would push it into the pile or into the pit, and then cover it up. And that's the way it was done. Then they got to having a what they called a teepee. They would dump all the garbage in front of the door of the teepee. And at that time, my father wasn't driving the bulldozer, but somebody was. But they would take an open cab bulldozer and push all the garbage into the teepee, where it was all getting burned. And they would be doing this while this was burning, driving the bulldozer into the teepee, pushing the garbage in. And that's how they get rid of the garbage. The black smoke rolling out of the top of that teepee, holy cats, it was it was black. Anyway, they eventually got away from that and got on to having a sophisticated burn plant where they burn some things, and most things now are burnt are sawdust and stuff like that. So, and this plant produces steam, which heats a lot of the downtown area. So anyway, we'll get back onto my father here, I guess. But anyway, Dad worked for the city for most of his lifetime. Only didn't work there when he went to war in Second World War, and his rank was a trooper, and a trooper meant driver mechanic. And what he was a driver and mechanic of was a Sherman tank. So I don't know this for sure, but I'm just kind of guessing when they enrolled him into the Army and they figured out what he was doing. He was a mechanic and driver for heavy equipment. That's where they put him, in the driver's seat of a Sherman tank. So anyway, he survived that. And so if he didn't, I guess I wouldn't be here. Anyway, I guess it was quite a goings on inside one of them little Sherman tanks with 5 people. So anyway, yeah, so he worked at the city and did the repairs on the heavy equipment, and like I say, drove the snow clearing equipment in the wintertime, whatever equipment in the summertime. And so snow blowers was one of the things that he did, and the plows and stuff like that. And I can remember him being gone for days and wouldn't be home. And there was a few Christmases like that where he'd be gone a couple of days before Christmas and wouldn't get home till about 2 or 3 days after Christmas. Just be storms would be so bad that he couldn't get home. So anyway, that's the way it was back then. So, and different times he'd get called to go to work, and usually at 3 or so in the morning, and then at that point it was already storming out. So he couldn't get to work because of the two-wheel drive truck wouldn't go through the snow. And back then, not too many people had a four-wheel drive like they have today. Four-wheel drives were kind of a scarce thing. So anyway, he'd have to walk to work, which meant walking over the Hillsborough Bridge at early mornings in the snowstorm. So that certainly wouldn't be any treat. And then be gone for days. Anyway, of course, the machinery back then wasn't like the machinery of today, that's for sure. The machinery of today can clear up stuff probably 2 to 3 times faster than the old machinery that was around back in the 50s and 60s. But anyway, there was a lot of snow back then. And my son has some pictures of snow up around the house he lives in and around the sister-in-law's house there up by my land there. Snowbanks, holy cats. I remember when I was a kid, of course, everything is bigger when you're a kid, but, tunneling through snowbanks, and there was a lot of snow. We don't get that too much anymore. We did there about 10 years ago, winter of 14, 15 we got. And it was all came in the 15 year. It started around the end of January and never stopped until May. Well, we got a whopper amount of snow that time. Yeah, anyway, that's you just never know what you're going to get. But it seems like in the last number of years, the snow level doesn't get to where it used to. And like I've been kind of kidding and saying, we only used to get 1 January thaw, and now it seems like we're getting 20. Anyway, so this kind of a quick little video on an update on the storm, what's coming. So I'll go and then do that, I guess. And this update was done at 11 o'clock this morning, so there's going to be another one around the 4 o'clock mark. But I don't think it's going to be a whole lot different from what they have here now. So we are sitting at 1 degree Celsius and it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And the wind is east-northeast at 7 miles an hour. So kind of a nice calm day today. And it's supposed to get to -1, which it has, and a 30% chance of flurries today. So tonight we have snow, and tomorrow we have snow and falling snow. Tomorrow night is flurries, 60% chance, and Sunday is 60% chance of flurries, and night is 30% chance of flurries. And the temperature drops a bit down to -8. Monday is 30% chance of flurries. And Tuesday, December 24th, is flurries. And I saw on another weather station that Tuesday is going to be 5 centimeters of snow. And then we have Christmas Day just cloudy, so that's pretty good. So we're obviously going to have, I would say, a white Christmas, because all of that kind of stuff there that's coming. And then there's no warm temperatures between then and the 25th. No January thaws in there anywhere. Anyway, so then Boxing Day is -1 and cloudy. So there we go. Now we'll get to the weather warning here. So it was just a special weather statement yesterday. So this morning they switched it to a winter storm warning. So what they're saying now is heavy snowfall with blowing snow and near 25 centimeters and 80-kilometer-hour gusts on Saturday. So that's going to be kind of nasty. That's what you'd call a stay-at-home day and stay off the roads. And of course, there's the possibility of losing power with that kind of a storm. So that's not good. Now this is known at 11 o'clock this morning. Like I say, there's another update at 4 o'clock this afternoon or so. And I don't think it's going to be a whole lot different. So there's what we're going to be in for the next tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. I probably won't get out with this one or this one. Or this one. Or this one. Or this one. Until Sunday is my guess. So, this afternoon, another quiet day here, not doing a whole lot. I did a few little things this morning just for errands, I guess you'd call them, but as the time rolls along here, I'm going to have some Pepsi and hot water. That seems to mix not too bad for my liking, so that's what's going to go on. And what else do we have here? We have this wood here from Open Air Adventure Firewood. And then we have Gator's World. And then we have Rick's Outdoors. And I kind of switched my Christmas decorations from on top of the wood splitter over to here because I wanted to use the wood splitter. So there's my decorations there. Look at that. Jumpins. So I was doing a little bit of kindling work here this morning. I kind of chopped up some more kindling. And the wood pile is getting down. And there's what I'm using for kindling. Some of it is usable and some of it is not. And the other thing I got here is you see these bags. There's 4 bags there. And then there's 3 bags here. That's all Christmas presents. Got them done the other day. So nobody can growl if your Christmas present is bigger than mine. Anyway, I'm kind of odd when I do Christmas wrapping, if I do any. I'm kind of get out of that. I don't get into Christmas wrapping too much. I used to use tin foil. That was great stuff to wrap up presents. The tin foil, once you wrapped it around, it would stay in place. Then you put a couple of pieces of tape on it, and then use a couple of colored markers and put the names on, and maybe draw on a Christmas tree or a star or something like that. And that was decorated. Christmas present. Anyway. All right, so I guess that's it. I guess my son and his family are coming here this evening for supper. Today is the wife's last day at work. She's retired today. So they're coming here for a little celebration. My daughter was here this morning and dropped off coffee and breakfast for her. But I got one too. But so that was nice. Anyhow, that's what's going on. So probably, like I say, we won't be out doing any snow probably until Sunday, I kind of think. But you never know. All right. There's another video that's getting longer than I thought it was going to be, so I'll shut her off at that. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to everybody. And Happy New Year. And welcome to all the new subscribers. And thanks very much for the subscribers that hang on and watch my videos. And we're just going to continue on as normal, whatever that is. All right, goodbye. Have a good day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing.